What's up, guys? This is William from Negro Anime with another video, and today we're going to be talking about LeBron James' son, Hollywood Robinson Pete's son, and LA Reid's son all go to the prom with white girls. Now, they put this on Media Takeout, guys. Who do you think is mad about this posting? Now, Media Takeout is usually talking about stuff that goes on in the black culture, and it's owned by largely Africans, not African Americans, but Africans. So guess who's mad about this story? Why would they run this story? And you see, this is because it's proving Kevin Samuels what he says, that modern women, especially in the black community, are not willing to compete. That is why there's such a low marriage rate amongst black women. But for black men, the marriage rate is declining, but it's still increasing in interracial dating. And that's why Kevin Samuel, before he went, he said, "You gotta go SYSBM, brothers. Save yourself." Because black men, we're still a commodity out there for interracial dating. That's why interracial dating is higher for black men than it is for black women. Because you see, a lot of these young guys here are high value men, and they are doing what they are supposed to do. So as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do as being a high value black man, you can still get women in your culture and also out of your culture. But if you're not a high value black man, it'll be very hard for you to go to other cultures. And we're doing what we're supposed to do. And the same goes for black women, is that they need to learn how to compete. They need to show their femininity instead of working on their masculinity. Instead of being a boss girl, they need to learn how to be more of a feminine woman. And you see, this is the whole reason why they're running this story for all of y'all to see. They want to cause outrage and point out that Kevin Samuels is still undefeated. And he says black women will need to compete. Even though he has passed away, black women still need to compete, because even now, when you look at the children of high value men, they are going majority with white women, and white women that come with the femininity, because they're willing to compete. And you'll see also that the white women are picking these potential high value men before they become high value. That's another issue that Kevin Samuels was saying, that the white women are great at finding potential. They will stick with a black man before he becomes hot. But with black women, they want you to be already high value before you approach them. So that's why when you see a lot of this NFL draft and NBA draft, and they'll get the black man before he becomes high value, right from the beginning, from the draft. You will see them always at their arm. But black women will wait till you finally become drafted and you're making $1 million. Then they start showing up and say that I want to marry you and stuff like that. But no, you got to catch these high value men. You got to catch them before they become great. This is a situation here. So all three of them are going to a high school, a high class high school. And in the story, it doesn't say that there are no black women in the high school. Of course, there are black women in the high schools. And that's why they're saying that out of all the black women in the high school, they all decided to go for white women. So it really has nothing to do really with the prestige, because there also are black women in that school. And you see, even though they're not telling you why they're making the choices, if you listen to Kevin Samuels, then you'll know why. It's because these women are showing the femininity that they're not getting from people in their school, and these are women that are showing femininity to them. So y'all see, and even when you look at the girls, these are nice picks. So when you see all the ladies, like these are nice looking women, and these are high value men. So they can pick anybody off any woman from the tree. They can pick up any guy, but they've decided to go with white men. And guess who's mad? But Kevin Samuels said, don't get mad. Learn to work on your femininity, and then you can snatch these high value men. Because now that there's choices since the 1960s, when they removed interracial dating, you'll see a lot of men now have choices. And when they say that women can also do interracial dating, it's not the same. When they do the interracial dating, they still have to work on their femininity, even more so in the black community, because in the white and other communities, their standards are a lot higher. That's why the rate of marriage, interracial dating with black women and other races is a lot lower, because they do not want to show their femininity to these other races, so they won't take them. But with the black men, they do what they need to do, become high valued, become a protector, provider, and that's why it's easier for them to do interracial dating. So if you don't get the value you do from your own community, then go to another community, and you never know. And when they talk about black men are always picking up the fat white chicks, I do not see that. That is probably a stereotype, but in this situation, no. These are young guys, children of high value men, and potentially being high value men, and they're not picking up the fat white chicks. So we don't have to throw that story around. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to point this out to you, that Kevin Sanders is still undefeated, even though he has passed away. His all of his teachings still live on and explain what's going on in these situations. That Kevin Sanders was seeing a huge exodus of high value men, especially black men, will be doing interracial dating. But anyways, guys, what do y'all think, man? The only reason why they read this story is to make some people mad and make another joke to work on their femininity. Anyway, guys, what do y'all think? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And that's all I gotta say about this video. Bye-bye.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.